Number 10, Tyler Motherwell. Number 11, Andrew Dubé. Number 12, Matt Howell. And number 13, Owen Goldtop. And now, let's meet and greet the Madawaska Magnes. Number 1, Liam Gray. Number 2, Amora Young. Number 3, Jordan Zeman. Number 5, Jordan Degera. Number 6, Eric Maxson. Number 7, Joel Hammond. Number 8, Joel Howes. Number 9, Chris Tao. Number 10, Louis Pierre Magnes. Number 11, Jack Peckham. And number 12, Phil James. And this match will feature 3 sets to 15.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. The second men's match is about to get going. Soul Machine and Beach Hops was the first one. We just saw that come to an end. The Soul Machine taking it 5 points to 1. Now we have the Madawaska Magnes and the Magnes Spartans. The Magnes 21 points for first place right now. The Spartans have 6 points. The Spartans coached by Wayne Wilkins, Howie Grossinger coaching the Magnes. I try not to slip back into calling them the Madmen, because that's what I called them last year, but try not to this time. Louis Pierre Mainville, number 10 is a big name there for the Magnes. There you go. Longtime national team player. Jordan Figuera, Jack Peckham, Jordan Zeman, Chris Tao, the libero just checking in there, Eric Matson. And it's Kieran McGovern back to serve Luke Sim for the Spartans.
To start set number 1.
Matt Powell, Evan Falardo, Oleg Kovalchuk, and it's the early serve, catches a piece of the tape. And it's the first point of the game. Jack Peckham out of Nipissing and then moved over to Queen's University. Louis Pierre Mainville, a longtime national team player, has played all over the world. 8 years on the Canadian team. Of course, that Canadian men's team is in Nations League play. They're in Brazil this coming weekend. McGovern, another one who's played for the national team. The set is to Gray. Evan Falardo, pardon me, and the block is there. And just like that, it's the Madness out to an early 2-0 lead. Mainville went to Sherbrooke College back in the day. McGovern. Overset, not the way you're going to want it. That's a gift point for the Madness. And just like that, it's 3-0. McGovern went to the University of Calgary, had some national team experience. In another life, I called 1 year of UBC Thunderbirds volleyball, and I remember when McGovern and the Dinos were in town. Mainville, big booming serve, and an ace! Already Madawaska taking us to our first time out. The Spartans have to figure things out here a little bit.
The jerseys on the athletes today. If you'd like one of your own, go on our website at Premier Volleyball.
If you are relatively new to volleyball, fans and media alike tend to have to pay attention with the balls flying around. Louis Pierre Mainville taught me that more than anything. It was the 2012 World League competition. Toronto was hosting a pool with Canada, Finland, Brazil, and Poland. I was sitting beside the court, my laptop was out. Canada was warming up, and I wasn't paying attention. The next thing you know, the ball smashes into the back of my laptop. I remember Mainville going, "Sorry about that." Fortunately, there was no damage to my computer, and I was able to continue my work. Mainville again to serve. Big spin serve. McGovern. The sets to Kovalchuk. That's the call. There's someone, antenna touching somewhere. The Magnes are saying it was off Kovalchuk. Magnes saying it was off Magnes. And the point goes to the Magnes. So 5-0 Magnes. The first set to Kovalchuk, I believe, of this match. And when he gets a set right in his wheelhouse, look out. Mayville again. McGovern gets a free ball. This time Figuera sets off the block and out of bounds. Chris Tao. And it's 6 for the Madness. Pitching the shutout so far. Mayville. Again, the tricky serve. McGovern, the set to that far side off the block, out of bounds, and finally Evan Falardeau gets the first point of the match for the Spartans, and it's 6-1 for the Madness off early, and it's Oleg Kovalchuk to serve. Number 2 in digs last year, number 2 in aces in the league, so he can bring it. This one he's played professionally. He puts that one wide. Kovalchuk out of Ryerson, and it's 7-1. Eric Matson, the libero to serve. University of Alberta alum. Floats this one and sails out of bounds.
2 serving 7. Keenan Wilkins serving for Magnes.
Quick set, handled by the Spartans, cross court. Matt Powell out of bounds. A little bit all over the place on the attack. The only thing he could do, just a straight jump. He didn't attack into the ball. He almost a dead hop. Not a lot he can do with that. And it's going to be Figuera, the setter. Brings it. Long.
3 serving 8. Evan Falardeau serving for Magnes.
Former U of T player, 6'5", Evan Falardeau, outside hitter. He goes cross court, sneaky. Gets a part of the line for an ace.
4 serving 8.
Is this a bit of the revival? You need 1 point to maybe spark something. We'll see if it carries over. Falardeau again. Tries it again, goes cross court. This is going to be another ace. And the Spartans revving into life a little bit. That's back-to-back aces, and it's 8-5 now for the Madness. Falardeau this time down. Third time not lucky for him. Into the net. 9-5 for Madawaska. It's Chris Tao. First round selection of the team this year, University of Alberta and Toronto. And he goes into the net, gives it right back for the Spartans. Matt Powell out of Saskatchewan, went to Brandon University and Keanu College. 6'8". Muscles that one over. Mayville takes something off, and it's into the block. But the block wasn't sealed at the net, and it went down onto the Spartan side. Point Madawaska, 10-6. The block was there, but they pulled back, so they didn't have it sealed at the net. McGovern, quick set, Sim, off the block and out. Point Magnes.
He is your father. 7 serving 10.
Sim missed just about all of last season with an injury. He had a walking boot on for a good portion of it. He helped coach the team a little bit. Sim floats this one. Mayville, Figuera, Zeman on the attack. Now transition chance for the Spartans. With authority, Evan Falardeau, back row attack. back come the Spartans. We have a game here in the first set. Figuera, Mayville, cheeky. Kovalchuk tries the same, but puts it right out.
Kovalchuk pushes it out of bounds.
I think he tried to swipe the block. Missed everything, goes out of bounds. Jordan Zeman, top 10 last year in aces, blocks, and points in this league here in the One Volleyball Premier League. Kovalchuk a little too close to the net, and it's going to be a net violation. No, it's out of bounds. It went off the antenna.
12-8.
Zeman's another one who's had some national B team experience, a couple years professionally out of Queens. Good serve from him. Good dig. Kovalchuk, cross court. Peckham. Another transition chance. Spartans off the block. They'll get another crack at it. The set off balance. Filardo gets it over. And then Zeman from the back row.
Jordan Zeman from the right side. 13-8. Madawaska. Timeout Magnes.
Magnes Spartans call a timeout. I think I made a mistake somewhere along the way. It's 13-8 for the Magnes. Inching closer to the first set win, but kudos to the Spartans for coming back here a little bit. Some of the numbers for 8 of the Magnes points have come from errors, 6 for the Spartans. And the other 2 for the Spartans have come via the ace. The Magnes have 1 ace so far, and it's Zeman still going back for another serve. One of the returning players for the Magnes. Take something off that one, a bit of an overpass. Kovalchuk goes cross court into the corner. Improvises. Sort of a broken play. Everyone was a little out of system there. And now it's McGovern. Spent 4 years with the national team. Played with Duren in Germany. He puts it into the net. Now it's 14-9 for the Magnes. Here we go, no longer rally point, and you have to be on serve to win points, but it is now set point for the Magnes. Louis-Pierre Mayville, the veteran, to try to see this out. Into the net.
Mayville hits the net. Serve goes to Magnes. Madawaska substitution.
Figuera
Number 5.
back in.
Magnes substitution.
Kovalchuk is out. Anthony DeGirolamo from the Windsor Lancer into the game. Setter. He's in to serve here, though. Needs to put a couple in. Off the block, second crack at it. It's going to be a free ball. That's not what you want to do from Pistow. And there's one for the Spartans.
Serving 14.
DeGirolamo, 6'1", had some experience with Team Ontario. Into the net.
Serve goes back to Madawaska.
Kovalchuk is going to come back and take DeGirolamo's place.
Number 13, Oleg Kovalchuk.
Pulled one back.
Eric
Set point once again. Eric Matson, the libero, floats this one. McGovern, quick set, down it goes, but it's wide. And that is it. The Magnes take the first set, 15-10. We're going to switch sides, and we'll be back for the second set in just a moment.
And just a reminder that we're back here next Thursday. to the honor semifinals and our Premier Cup final. For more schedules and ticket information to catch all your favorite Premier League teams, visit our website at premiervolleyballleague.org.
Here we go, second set about to get underway. Melville, Zeman, Joel Howes, Chris Tao, Jack Peckham, and Jordan Figuera. Just checking in now, the libero Eric Matson, that's for the Madness. They'll have the first serve. Oleg Kovalchuk, Matt Powell, Luke Sim, Evan Filardo, Kieran McGovern.
Magnes serving from Madawaska.
There's Mando. We know what he can do. I'm sounding a little nasally tonight. I'm battling a bit of a cold, so don't hold it against me. McGovern, quick set sim. It's out of bounds. Is there a touch? No, there is not. And it's the Madness taking advantage of the early mistake. 1-0 for them here in the second set. Serve cross court from him that goes wide.
1-1.
Magnes Spartans are already ahead of the game compared to where they were in the last game. Matt Powell. What? Figuera with the kick. And then the long free ball goes out of bounds. Kick save and a butte from Jordan Figuera. But you don't win points on that and set up the long free ball. And it was a good effort, but it went wide. And that's Powell again, and that one hit flat and just keeps on flying out of bounds.
That serve goes long. 2-2. Eric Matson serving for Madawaska.
Matson almost on the overpass. Kovalchuk. Surely he's stepping under the net, no call. Kovalchuk gets another swing at it. Puts it long though. 3-2 for the Madness. Matson again. Floats this one. McGovern. Kovalchuk. Cross court, great dig by Matson. It's going to be a free ball. McGovern. Kovalchuk again, the block is there. And the Madness setting up the ball on Oleg Kovalchuk.
4-2
for Madawaska. Floats this one in. Awkward pass, the bump set. Back row from Powell, and it's in! Finds an opening, and the Madness just sort of look at each other. Not too much on that one, but he'll take the point. Now Sim on the serve. Down the pike comes Mayville. Transition chance for the Madness. Filardo.
And then Filardo goes long. 5-3 Madawaska.
Make the most of those transition opportunities. Especially when you only get to 15. It's a little bit of daylight for the Madness. 5-3. Jordan Figuera, the center, to serve. That is one hell of a spin serve from Jordan Figuera. And an ace. 6-3.
An ace by Jordan Figuera.
Figuera only 6 feet tall, but he gets up there. Look at that spin serve he puts up. See what he can do this time. Fault.
Magnes point on the service fault.
The flag went up right away.
Serving 6.
Yeah, McGovern.
Serving for Magnes.
4 years on the national team. University of Calgary, part of that athletic facility that has the Olympic Oval where all the great speed skaters go in Calgary. It's going to be a free ball now. Chance. Spartans. McGovern. Falardo doesn't get much on it. And it's going to be a free ball here now. Right there for Kovalchuk. Oh, yes. Zima just sort of left it right up there. And Oleg Kovalchuk makes them pay. And it's a 1-point game once again.
Here in the McGovern hits the net. Set by Madawaska. Chris Tao serving.
Chris Tao back to serve. Played at under 19 and 2 under 21 Beach Worlds. And an ace!
That's an ace for Chris Tao. 8-5 Madawaska.
And Madawaska opens up that little bit of daylight again. Second ace of the set for Madawaska. Down below is the Madness and Q2 getting ready to go head-to-head in the first women's match of the night. Another powerful serve. Ends up being not a bad bump set. Kovalchuk on the attack. Figuera, Mayville sort of rolls this one over. Falardo blocked. Another crack at it. Falardo again rolls this one over. Everyone's out of system here, it seems. But it's a point for Zeman.
Jordan is Zeman. 9-5.
9-5 for the Madness.
Timeout Magnes.
There's a timeout for the Magnes Spartans. 9-5. This one's slipping away from them.
Thanks, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Kono, for providing the jerseys. If you want one of your own, visit premiervolleyballleague.org.
We'll be back here next Thursday for another round of games, round 6 at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. Here for a couple of weeks. We move things around the area. Chris Tao to serve. Not an ace this time. Close to it, though. It's a free ball. Figuera. Zeman off the block and down. And it's 10 for the Madness.
10-5 Madawaska.
Tao having a healthy service game. He's put up an ace already as they dry up a little bit of the dampness there. This time into the net, almost working like a timeout against him where he gets the rhythm thrown off. Substitution coming in, Oleg Kovalchuk coming out. Anthony DeGirolamo will go back to serve again. Closed 1 point back in the last set. We'll see what he can do this time. DeGirolamo, Windsor as a lancer. Set to Mayville off the block. out of bounds, point Madness.
From the left side, off the block.
And Deja Lamo back
11-6
out.
Madawaska.
Retakes his place there in the back row.
Coming in is number 13, Oleg Kovalchuk.
Joel Howes.
Fleming
Knights team MVP of the 2018-19 season. 6 foot 8 inches tall. Weird spin on that serve, set right up for Mayville, hammered back down.
Through the middle, 12-6.
When you overpass anywhere near Louis-Pierre Mayville, that's what he's going to do to you. Howes. This time the pass is good. McGovern, the set to Powell. Off the hands, out of bounds, and the Spartans get points.
Goes off the block, 7 serving 12.
Takes him back into the game.
Serving for Magnes.
It's Wilkins to serve for Magnes Spartans. Cayman Wilkins floats this one. Mayville gets his pass back, swipes the hands out of bounds.
Goes off the block, 13-7.
13-7, couple changes coming in.
Madawaska substitutions. Coming in is number 7, Joel Hannon.
As is Joel Hannon.
Number 1, Liam Gray. Liam Gray serving.
Remember last year, I think Gray, he can bring some serves. Let's see what he can do here. Madness up 13-7. Goes cross court. McGovern sets to Powell. They got a second crack at it. This time Falardo is going to dump it over for a free ball and a mistake.
Falardo with a vicious attack between
Peckham and Mayville get crossed wires a little bit, and the Spartans given a bit of a lifeline, 13-8. And Falardo now back to serve. This one he puts right long though, and it's set point.
Scoring for Madawaska, 14-8.
Well, we got a side out scoring, but it is set point for Mayville. Mayville. See if the veteran can finish this off. Spin serve cross court. Oh, what a dig. Falardo with the point.
Evan Falardo takes serve back for
All
Magnes.
started with Matt Powell getting down.
Matt Powell serving.
Oh, it's Powell to serve. A little dampness there. We are good to go. Matt Powell. Quick set, Peckham.
Magnes steals the point.
Flies above his attack. And I got myself confused. I gave them a point on the previous one. I don't have to do anything now. It's 9-14. Into the net.
Serve goes back to Madawaska. Eric Matson serving.
Now it's the libero. Eric Matson to serve.
Timeout.
And it's a timeout called by Magnes on set point here in the second set. And here we go. Out of the timeout. Set point. Eric Matson serving. A quick set. Awkward. And then a joust at the net. It's not pretty, but let's see how it finishes. Kovalchuk. Great dig. Gray. Sort of a roll shot over. McGovern. Falardo off the hands. Another chance for the Madness. Down the pipe, Mayville. And it finds its way to the floor. after a long rally. And that is the second set. Magnes win 15-9. So that there's still hope for the Spartans. They can take 3 points in that third set. But Magnes, 3 points out of 3 so far. Back in a minute for set number 3.
Alright, fans, we got some giveaways. Some free t-shirts. So we gotta make some noise. Oh, we have some giveaways for some t-shirts today. Alright, we got the good sides here. Oh, the sword. Let's see that one here. Let's see if we can get on there. All right, there it is. We're going to one here. We have another t-shirt. Okay. There we go. Alright, Magnes are playing set 3 is worth 3 points. So either Madawaska can win this match 6-0, or Magnes can tie it up 3-3. Let's hear everybody cheer for Madawaska, everybody cheer for the Magnes. How about for the Magnes Spartans? Alright, guys, starting off set number 3 from Madawaska. Chris Tao, Eric Maxson, Jordan Zeman, Jordan Figueroa, and Jack Packer.
Alrighty, third set. Just about ready to go. Jordan Zeman, Jack Peckham, Chris Tao, Louis Pierre Mayville, Eric Matson, Jordan Figueroa all in the game here. Here come the Spartans. Luke Sim, Kieran McGovern,
Luke Sim, Kieran McGovern,
Jordan Dix in the game, Oleg Kovalchuk, Matt Powell, Evan Filardo in as well. It is going to be Matt Powell to open things up for the Spartans in the third set. If it ends up 3-3, then total points is the determining factor. But yeah, this third set is 3 points, and it's a center dump. Jordan Figueroa. Always love when the setters try that, and I even love it even more when they pull it off. Jordan Figueroa sees the opening and then just dumps it down there. It's going to be Louis Pierre Mayville to serve. One line on that one. The set is to Kovalchuk. Oh! We are at ones. The first 2 points. It's Luke Sim back to serve. Just gonna float this one almost into the front row. Filardo to Peckham to the floor.
Strikes again. 2-1 Madawaska.
Concern there. Jordan Dickinson got his foot landed on by Peckham. Unintentional, obviously. Quick apologies. It's Matson. Overpass. Recovery down the pipe. Matt Powell. They'll get it.
2-2.
Of course, you can chase a ball under the net if you try to get it back over, but that doesn't happen too often. And it is McGovern to serve. The setter. Easy to spot with the red sleeve into the net.
Kieran McGovern hits the net. 3-2 Madawaska. Jordan Figueroa serving.
It's Figueroa now as now the Magnes setter gets their chance. Cross court, wide.
Jordan Figueroa serves.
Both the setters on each team trade service errors. And it's Oleg Kovalchuk, the big man. Going to bring the big serve. Knocked this time into the net.
4-3 Madawaska.
It's 4-3 for the Magnes, sending Chris Tao back. Ladies warming up down below, Q2 and the Magnes on the women's side. Madawaska now having a women's team this year. As Tao's serve goes long, I think it's 4 straight service errors. Let's see what Kanan Wilkins can do, the libero. Listed as an outsider, an opposite hitter. Humber College player once upon a time. Floats this one long. The teams are just sort of trading each other gift points.
Phil James serving.
It's Phil James' turn, checking into the game. I think he was a Spartans player last year, could be mistaken. Western Ontario, University of Cal Berkeley out of the Pac-12. The set, back row down the pipe, Kovalchuk.
From the back row.
Nice pipe attack. Kovalchuk doesn't hammer it like he usually does, but it's enough to find the hands of the defender and go out of bounds. Falardo. And another service mistake.
Falardo goes long. 6-5 Madawaska.
6-5 for Madawaska. Here comes Joran Zeman, the veteran. McGovern. Down the pipe! Oh, yes! Oleg Kovalchuk, what did I tell you?
6-6.
And the celebration. Good luck stopping that one. 6-0 as Matt Powell serves. Catches some of the take. Mayville on the attack. Second crack at it. Figueroa. Essentially a free ball here. This time to set down the pipe. Blocked. It wasn't. Nope, came down on the Magnes sides.
7-6 Madawaska.
Once again, not sealing it at the net. And it's Mayville to serve. They had the timing almost right, but the block was there, but they were just a little bit off the net. And that's when it comes down on your own side. Mayville to spin serve. Sim! Quickly finished.
Sim paints that sideline.
Oh.
Overruled. The attack was out of bounds. 8-6 Madawaska.
Actually, they changed that call. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Mayville to serve. Mayville catches a piece of the tape. The bump set to Kovalchuk. Cross court wide.
Oleg Kovalchuk's attack goes out of bounds. Magnes substitution. Coming in is number 2.
For the Magnes Spartans, Anthony DiGirolamo comes in. And it's not to serve this time. And the Magnes pulling away here again. Looking for a clean sweep of this one. It's 9-6. Nice dig from Powell. Sim. Oh, he just punched that to the floor. I thought I saw a closed fist and an improvised kind of kill from Sim, but it's effective. Still, there's work to do. Sets to Zeman. Handcuffs Powell. He can't get to it. And the Magnes are in double digits. couple of women's matches coming up. Stay tuned. We quickly go through the games, so don't disappear for a little bit after this one, but be right back. So don't really go anywhere. This channel will go live again in a little bit after this one. Looks like we're set to continue. Matson to serve. Floats it. Girolamo to McGovern on the attack this time. And Kovalchuk off the hands, out of bounds. They have a long rally, and over, and Kovalchuk gets another point.
8 serving 10. Magnes substitution. Coming in is number 1, Evan
Falardo back in for Anthony DeGirolamo. And it's McGovern. It's about ready for that last point. He wasn't the setter. Looks like this time he will be. Mayville with the pass. Quick set. And right down.
No games for the man with 2 games. Phil James. Jordan Figueroa serving.
And it's Jordan Figueroa, the setter for the Madness, back to serve. His team up 11-8. Quick little dry up of the floor there. Obviously, in a game like this, if there's a slick patch, then that could spell disaster. Float serve. The set is blocked. That's Phil James there.
Jordan Dick wanted to go attack. Madawaska says rejected.
Jordan Dick in the attack.
For the score.
And the Magnes Spartans call a timeout. They trail 12-8 here in the third set. Come out of timeout, Magnes substitution. Tyler Motherwell into the game for the first time. He's replacing Jordan Dick. Motherwell, Waterloo, standing 6'8". And there's Figueroa. McGovern sets to Kovalchuk off the block and out of bounds. And the Spartans get that serve back, badly needed.
Coming in for the Magnes Spartans, number 11,
Andrew Dubé checking in for the Spartans, and he'll serve in place of Kovalchuk. Dubé went to Durham and the Mohawk colleges. On the attack, great dig. And it's Zuma getting the point. Good luck trying to stop Zuma now.
13-9 Madawaska.
Cayman Wilkins tried unsuccessfully. Last rally point possible. Tao on the serve. Powell gets his pass back. Just sort of tosses it over. Zeman this time rolls it. And another transition chance for the Spartans. Falardo roofed. Mayville's there and Phil James is there.
Puts the stop at the net. 14-9 Madawaska.
Big block by those two big men. It's Kovalchuk checking back in on match point.
Side up scoring.
It's Tao. Falardo tries to change things up. This time the set's to Zeman. And they called for a lift on that one. It's a mistake on the set. I'm not sure what happened there, if he slipped or what, but they disagreed a little bit on the lift call, but now it goes back to Cayman Wilkins. If there's no point for the Spartans, they have work to do. Into the net, though. That's not how you get it done. And it is another match point for Madawaska.
number 2, Omari Young. Phil James.
That's Amari Young into the game for Madawaska. And it's Phil James to try to serve out the match.
Timeout Magnes with the score.
Magnes calls a timeout. 14-9 for Magnes.
Magnes
2-2, and the Magnes women's team are waiting for this one to end before they take the court. They'll do a quick warm-up, and then we'll be back for that one right away, so don't go anywhere. Well, maybe get some snacks. Wish I had some.
The Magnes Spartans have no timeouts remaining.
Phil James to step back at the service line. Chance to serve out. 14-9 for the Magnes. A flat serve though, right into the net.
Serve goes back to Magnes.
The timeout was effective, and it's Evan Filardo to serve. He gives it right back.
Goes back to Madawaska.
Put his own into the net. Now it's Zeman. His turn to try his luck. The set goes to Powell.
Powell goes off the block.
Another stay of execution for the Magnes Spartans.
Powell serving.
And it'll be Powell himself to serve. Got to start putting up some points though. His team trailing by 5. Mayville, overpass. There's a chance for Magnes. Filardo blocked by Louis Pierre Mayville.
At the net by LP and Omari. Serve goes back to Madawaska.
Now Madawaska, another chance to end the match, and it is Louis Pierre Mayville himself. Years of experience in this game. Let's see if he has what it takes to finish off this match. That Kovalchuk out of bounds was their touch. There is a net violation, pardon me. So Magnes, that attack went long, so perhaps a bit fortunate that there was the net touch. Still though, 14-9 for the Magnes.
Luke Sims serving for Magnes.
There we go again. Cross court float goes long.
Luke Sims serve.
The Magnes gifted another opportunity to try to finish this match. Back and forth we go. Magnes given plenty of opportunities to finish off this match. Amari Young to serve. Kovalchuk alters his run a little bit. And right at the net, thought there was a net violation there on the Magnes. Let's see what happens. There you go. They give it. It was the touch out of bounds.
Motherwell goes off. Madawaska.
So Motherwell with the good vision to read that. He just swiped it off the Magnes player and goes out of bounds. And the Spartans, another chance. Figuera sets, blocked. Kovalchuk is there.
The block of Tyler Motherwell over Kovalchuk steals the point.
And there is 1 point for the Spartans. We need a few more here. It's 14-10 for the Magnes. McGovern again. Adds a little more mustard on that one. Zeman from the back row. Here's a transition chance for the Spartans. Kovalchuk off the hands. There's a call. There's a net violation on the Magnes.
Another point for Magnes.
And it's now 14-11. There's still life in these Spartans. McGovern up the tempo on his last serve. Tries it again, but it spins out of bounds.
Here McGovern's serve goes long. Serve goes back to Madawaska. Jordan Figuera.
Now Jordan Figuera to try to finish it off. Still ample opportunity to try to finish this one. A lot on that one. Powell gets to it. The set is to Kovalchuk. And it's in.
Finds the back corner. Takes serve back for Magnes. Magnes Spartans substitution. Number 11, Andrew Dubé.
It's Dubé in to try to close the gap even more for Magnes. Floats it. Figuera. Zeman swipes it off the block and out of bounds. Clever by Joran Zeman. And it's Tao back his turn to try to finish this off. Not that time.
Serve goes back to Magnes. Kamen Wilkins.
Kamen Wilkins is going to serve. Last time he goes a service error. Let's see what he does this time. Sort of floats that one. The set is to Mayville. Good dig. Transition chance. McGovern sets to Falardo. Off the block. Out of bounds. Point for the Spartans.
Magnes only down 2.
And the Magnes call a timeout, closing the gap.
14-12.
And you saw that change in the bench with the Spartans when that point came in. They're a little bit more lively. They sense that there's an opening. Great third set this has been. What that timeout can do to disrupt the flow of the Spartans. It's Wilkins again. Seeing if he can get the Magnes Spartans that little bit closer. Not that way.
Wilkins
well
long. Arrow points back to Madawaska. Phil James.
Phil James, another chance to try to finish this one off. Powell. Sim has to get to it. Back to Powell. And it works.
Powell finds open court. Serve goes
Found
back to
a circle, a little spot where the defenders were not.
Coming in is number 2, Anthony DiGirolamo.
Anthony DiGirolamo back in his usual serving position. Jack Peckham's back in at the Magnes. This game is going on for quite a while. It's only to 15 points, but this last final point for the Magnes is proving to be difficult. And the serve leads to a free ball. DiGirolamo sets to McGovern. The block is there. And it is out of bounds. Thought I saw the flag go up. Looks like they're calling it in. Slight disagreement.
The block by LP and Jack Pecca was ruled in. The officials will confirm.
Looks like they're going to talk about this one.
The call on the court stands. Serve goes back to Madawaska. Joran Zeman.
Looks like it is the Magnes. They're going to win that one after all. And now another match point comes up. Joran Zeman. Set. Sim puts that one down. And the Magnes just can't close this one out. Here comes Matt Powell. The points are such that the Magnes are going to take this one, but it'd be a pretty big 3 points for the Spartans if they can come back. But Powell's serve goes long. And now it's Mayville's turn once again. Back and forth we go. I'm sure Mayville just wants to finish this off and go home, but he hasn't been able to. And he can't that time. Another one into the net. And so Luke Sim now, his opportunity to try to close that gap. Floats that one in. Figuera sets to the back row. Zeman.
Joran Zeman with the big spike. Takes serve back from Madawaska.
Another change going. Oleg Kovalchuk coming back in for Dubé.
Number 13, Oleg Kovalchuk. Eric Matson serving
Matson. Is this his moment? Girolamo sets to Kovalchuk. There's a chance to finish it. The bump set on the attack. The block is there. Another crack at it. Zeman from the back row. Transition. Spartans. McGovern with the tip. What a rally. Is this the moment? Another block. Tao again. Another block. And Zeman from the back row. This time the block is there. Oh my, it's Kovalchuk and Motherwell. Can you believe that?
Magnes substitution. Is number 1.
And it's Falardo in for DeGirolamo. What a point. It wasn't even a point. What a rally. And the women's teams have started warming up again. They're cooled off. McGovern floats it to the back row. Mayville from the pipe. Not this time. And there's a net violation on Figuera.
On the net violation.
You liked how he read that and put it down. There was nobody there. But Figuera just clipped the net, and the Spartans knew it right away. Now McGovern again, 1 point game. Figuera to the back row. Zeman. Off the block it out.
Takes the serve back for Madawaska. Jordan Figuera serving.
Yeah, Figuera just gave 1 point to the Spartans, but he can take the biggest one of all here for the Madness. This powerful serve handled by Powell, and the attack is Kovalchuk, but in transition, Zeman. Might have been going out. Powell gets it though. Kovalchuk. Is this the moment? The set. Zeman. Not yet. Falardo. Great dig. And Zeman again swipes the block and back on the Magnes side. Goodness.
Magnes will never say die.
The cardiac kids here.
Spartans substitution coming in is number 11.
Of course, this is a unique way to finish off these sets, but I've never seen anything like this. Oh, it's Dubé in to serve again. Floats it cross court. Figuera. Zeman off the block and out.
Zeman goes off the block, takes serve back for Madawaska. Madawaska substitution. Coming in is number 1.
We're going to try Liam Gray back in to serve. First time we've seen him in this third set. And Oleg Kovalchuk coming back in for Dubé.
Oleg Kovalchuk. Liam Gray serving.
Gray, Georgian College, All-Canadian in 2018. And he can finish this one off here. Powell gets it. The set down the pipe. Kovalchuk off the block and out of bounds.
From the back row, takes serve back for Magnes. Madawaska substitution. Coming in is number 9, Chris Tao.
Kanan Wilkins now. I think his serve led to one of the points, what feels like an eternity ago. Floats this one and it sails long. Matson was backing up, trying to decide until the last second whether he should go for it, and then wisely lets it go. And now Phil James It's time to shine, perhaps. Wilkins awkwardly handles it, bump set to Powell. Is this it? That is that. Finally, the Magnes take it. Jack Peckham on the block. The match is over. The Magnes take this one 15-13. They take off 3 sets. If you like that, don't go anywhere. We still have 2 women's matches still to come. I'll tune out for a little bit, but we'll be back. It'll be Q2 and the Magnes women's team back in a minute.
And